All right. It's official. I can talk
Dude,
now, Darrell.
seriously. NDAs are trash.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hate NDAs sometimes, bro. I don't mind getting the information, but
Yes.
bro, I hate being like, I hate it when I feel like I'm being like put in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, no. Like, we appreciate when brands want to come out and tell us things,
Yeah.
like sort of deal. So that part's awesome. But because we love Uncensored and the crew so much, it's so hard to keep this information from you guys.
Yeah. Like legitimately, it's borderline impossible. I'm, I'm I am walking a tightrope every single week. But what's good, everybody? Super excited to do this late night. It's like 10 o'clock here in Houston.
Yes.
But this embargo had a weird timeline. Normally, Red does stuff like with US time zones in mind, but this is very much a Nikon thing.
Yeah.
Nikon's all over this launch. And so yeah, I'm super excited that we can actually like talk about it. There's so much stuff to talk about. As you guys can tell, we're doing a remote stream, so things are a little bit different. But dude, I'm excited. Today's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Good
definitely.
little evening stream.
I hope you guys got a chance to check out that thumbnail because those are official pictures
Those
of
are official
the
pictures.
brand new
Yes.
Komodo XZ.
Komodo XZ, I think is what they're officially calling it. Look, here it is.
The Komodo XZ, and then the Raptor XV. I don't even know. It's so new.
Yeah. So we got a Komodo, and then I think I can officially share these images. Like I couldn't even load it into software because I was like afraid that it would get out.
Why did you give me the Komodo? What if I wanted the Raptor?
Well, we're going based off of what you have. So look at that.
We're going based off what you can afford.
Bro, I don't know if I can afford anything. So, dude, it's gonna be great. Let's first off, let's see who's all rocking with us today.
Yes.
Is that Jose?
Let's see. I see Jose.
Jose,
yep.
Said, let's go. Charles is in here. He says, oh, dang, we're getting a Z mount on Reds now. Charles, you were on my stream the other day. I was trying not to say anything. It was so hard. It was so hard. But I'm glad I can officially talk now.
We got Frank in the house.
Will says, came straight from the Creative Fam. Frank is in the house. Let's go. Ron is in here. Ron's with us. He's staying up late.
Yes.
Will says, guess this means Brandon and Jarrell are official Nikon shooters. # Nikon ambassadors. We are not Nikon ambassadors.
Well, the camera's going to have to get sent out to be for that to happen.
We are not Nikon ambassadors, but we do love our Reds, and so we love talking about Red news. And so, of course, we have to jump on this as quickly as we can. Ron says Z-mount is basically adaptable to everything, right? Yeah, we're going to talk about everything that you can do with the Nikon mount, but it is very versatile. Like, very versatile. It's insane how versatile it is. Scott's in the building. What's up, Scott? Oh, wait, where'd he go? There he is. What's up, Scott? Good to see you today. Dude, so happy to have you here on the stream with us. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun stream.
Yeah, it looks like Ryland's in.
Yeah, I got Ryland. He says, it's uncensored after hours. Yeah, it happens like that when the news breaks. That's this. Actually, Darrell, you realize that we just made our one of our first goals of the year? Like we said this year, like the reason why we built these remote live streams is so that the second news breaks, we can go live, and we're doing it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
we don't have to drive up to the office and do it. We can go live right now.
Yeah, it's like you just do it right now. Literally, the embargo ended at 10 o'clock, and we were live 15 minutes later. First time.
You know what makes me scratch the head a little bit?
About?
Like, this isn't on Nikon's website,
Yeah.
This isn't on Red's website.
Yeah.
This isn't on their socials either. So like we're now obviously other people have talked about maybe speculations from leaks and stuff like that. But like I feel like we're the kind of first people to break the actual official news, which is like, did we check that NDA?
I checked the time like twice, 3 times over. So
yeah.
I think I'm good. But we'll see. We'll see what the lawyers.
We'll find out.
We're gonna find out. Sorry, guys. Andy says, I'm excited. Dang, I want to sell everything now and go full red with the Z mount. You know, this is a huge question that I'm going to have for you guys. Like, how deep into this mount do you guys really want to get? Valeriel says, it's 5 a.m. here in Italy. Scott says, well, what is it? What's the deets? And he says, Jarrell's background looks like an Easter came early.
You know what, Scott, we can do a lot more than that.
It's about to be a straight party.
It's about to be a party up in here.
Up in there.
Scott, we can do whatever we want, Scott.
Brian's up in here. Rainey says, tuning in for the first time. Welcome to Unsensored. This is not how we normally do it, but we're happy you're here. So super excited that you're here. Child of Thread says, Petapixels just dropped a power zoom lens video. Yeah, so alongside these new cameras, we also got a new power zoom, which is pretty crazy. Rainey says, Nikon user for 13 years. There we go. James Jones is in the building. Simple Light Media says, up late for this live. Let the shilling begin. Yes, sir.
Everybody, go buy a Red Komodo XZ now.
Do it right now.
Use the affiliate links down in the description.
That's not in the description. Click the affiliate link that's not in the description.
Bro, can we start off with telling you, if you know, you know. If you rock with Red, you rock with Red. We don't have to do any convincing.
Yeah. Also, that if we were gonna shill for anybody, I would pick something that had a cheaper price tag that you're more likely to actually buy. Because the conversion rate on like Reds, not that high. So
yes. We need 10 of you guys to buy right now.
Yes, make sure you tell them I sent you. Wait, is there a B&H link? Can I get a B&H link on this stream real quick?
Seriously.
Watt says, like E-mouse fit, L-mouse fit, RF fits adapting. Well, RF kind of could fit, but technically, at least unless you know something, Watt, I don't know. There's currently not an RF to or Z to RF adapter that I know of, at least yet. But technically, the space is there, so technically you should be able to do it. James says Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say the assumption's probably gonna be on if Canon wants to play well.
Oh well,
not the other way around. Like, does Canon want to play with other people?
We know how well Canon loves to play right now, so don't hold your breath. James says, Jess was about to grab a KX RF mount. Should I change now? We're gonna get into it. There's so many people in the chat right now. We've got members in the chat, so I want to hop in and let's get to everybody. Let's get caught up. But we're definitely gonna hop into our thoughts on the mount. Should you buy the Z mount? When should you go with RF mount? Our experience as Red users, because I mean, Jarrell owns the KX. I own the Raptor X, and this news is bigger than just these cameras. There are other accessories that I don't know. I guess as we're breaking the news because it's not on Red's website yet, but I guess I'm not under NDA for any of the other stuff. They released a lot more. So there's a lot more today that we're going to talk about beyond just the cameras. But let's be real. The cameras are the most sexy thing.
And I also feel like this is like one step into the future. Like we don't know the roadmap by any stretch of the imagination, but we can begin to see inklings of what Nikon and Red are going to be doing and what the future of what things will look like for Red Cinema. are going to be. So yeah,
Drew,
a lot of interesting things.
You want to see something cool?
Yeah.
See something cool? Check this out. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's really cool. If I do a little bit of wait. They updated the website. It is official. I won't get sued. I won't
like,
get sued.
You went live 10 minutes before us. We're still suing you for this.
Please don't sue. I can't.
Alrighty. So if you guys do go to the website, make sure you stay on the stream.
Yes. We will bring the website to you in just a matter of moments. But I'm super excited. Yeah, we got a lot of people in the chat. I am about to Scott says Red has entered the chat. Who's in the chat? Let me see. Who'd I miss? Who hopped in from Red? I can't see.
Red, identify yourself.
Yeah, if you're with Red, don't be sneaking around in here. It's like an officer. You have to identify yourself, or else it's entrapment.
Is it is Jared on his ghost account?
Oh man. Oh, you know who else is in here right now? Lumix Gang is in here. What you doing up in here?
Yeah, seriously. Dude, going so hard.
Oh man. Yeah, but Frank, Kenneth says it's late. Well, Kenneth, since Jarrell left Canon fan people and became a Red user, he's got to get his extra chill points in. So he's got to stay up late to get those extra.
Team Canon, Team Nikon. If there was ever I need a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's red and yellow.
I need some merch.
Scott says use the affiliate links so we can pay those legal bills. I don't think we're gonna have to. I think we'll be okay. Check this out. Shout out to James, who just became a member. Shout out, James. Appreciate you.
Nice.
A member. That's awesome.
Welcome to the memberhoods.
Yes, welcome. All right, so let's break down all the new that has happened. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. We're gonna start off with the Red stuff. We can get into the Nikon lens because I do have some thoughts about the lens, but I haven't got a chance to actually use the lens. But I am super excited about this new system within Red because this is gonna be pretty epic. So as you guys can see, it is official on the website. This is the new Z mount. And they're calling it the ultimate lens versatility. Now, the main reason why I think this is so important is because, as some of you guys know, the Nikon Z mount is probably, Jarrell, would you agree, like, of all of the mirrorless mounts, it probably is the most, versatile. Like, obviously, you can go Z. You can go Z to PL. Yeah. You can go Z to EF, and then you can go Z to E. You can go Z to L for the L mount for the Leica system. And technically, the only adapter I haven't found is a Z to RF. But then, just so everybody is aware, this is not going to replace the RF versions. This is just going to be in tandem. So when you go to actually shop, I wonder if they've updated the website fully. So if you go shop, you go to cameras. So you can see here on the website, like both options just live side by side. So now you have the V-Raptor X Z mount, and then you have the V-Raptor X RF mount. And then the same thing actually happens with the Komodo. You have the Red Komodo X Z mount, and the other Red Komodo, which will be the RF mount. The only thing that you kind of have to keep in mind with these, y'all can see I got the email up. Let me get rid of that. Oops. The only thing that I have noticed that is, notable with this is that it is like only for the X systems. So it has to be a Komodo X and it has to be a Raptor X. The OG Komodo doesn't have a Nikon mount, and the regular Raptor, not the Raptor X, but the regular Raptor does not have a Z mount on it either.
Yeah, no, this looks like a super interesting camera, and I'll be interested to know how much more that they have going on underneath the hood. Like, is this just a lens mount swap? You know, like is it the same KX? Now, I'm sure looking at it from the hardware piece, it doesn't look like there's anything new necessarily, but I'm interested in firmware and I'm interested in autofocus. Like I'm scratching to know. I'm scratching to know like what's going on underneath the hood of this thing.
Yeah.
And if autofocus, which speaking as a KX owner, it's a little bit hit and miss when it comes to autofocus. Sometimes with certain lens combinations, when you're doing like a center box focus, it's decent, but the tracking, face tracking, eye tracking, that sort of stuff, a little iffy. So I'm interested to know.
Well, I do have some information. So as y'all know, I was under NDA, and and as you guys can see, Jarrell doesn't even know some of the things that I know. So and that's because I'm actually under NDA. These are real deals. But from what they told me on the call, it was only up until now. So everything they said on the call now, I think I can tell everybody. So at least that's the way I'm gonna take it. Sorry, Red. But what was crazy was, you know, you're right. The RF mount did bring autofocus to RED for the first time. But it was very hit and miss. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that that RED didn't own the RF mount, nor did they own the lenses that actually controlled the autofocus. So RED was always sort of working backwards. Like they were always like trying to figure out, you know, they have to learn the lens and then learn the algorithm and figure out how to apply that to their cameras. And as a company, they were already new to autofocus. So they weren't like Nikon or Sony or Canon or even like Lumix or Fuji, who have been doing autofocus for years. But what's crazy is now we get a chance to like see what RED can do when they do have a company like Nikon that's obviously they're owned by Nikon, but they actually can control the autofocus all the way through from the lens to the sensor. And that was one of the things that RED actually kept telling me on the call was that like now our autofocus will be better because we actually have control from lens to sensor, which is the first time they've ever had that. But if you are an RF shooter, because I know if you already own a Komodo, you're probably like, that's great for the Nikon's mount, but what about me as an RF shooter? There are certain algorithmic things that Nikon knew that RED didn't even know that they were able to apply to the RF mount. So my understanding, and I don't know the date on this, because I don't think they told me the date, but my understanding is that the RF mount is not going to be like forgotten, and that it actually like they've already done stuff to make the autofocus better on the RF mount. Now I don't know exactly when that's going to come out, like when that software update is going to show up, but what they've learned from autofocus working with Nikon, we should see better autofocus on the RF mount. And I believe this to be true, but obviously I haven't shot with them both side by side, so take this as a grain of salt. I think we can also probably expect that the Nikon Z mount autofocus with Nikon lenses will probably perform better than the RF mount version, but the RF mount version will be better than what it is today.
I'm gonna take that as a promise.
I didn't promise you anything.
You just promised me, Red. You just promised me
anything.
that that the RF autofocus is gonna be leaps and bounds better, and your I was gonna say little Z mount. It's not a little Z mount, but your Z mount upgrade. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good too. So can't wait to upgrade that firmware.
Well,
Brandon promised.
Shout out to Kenneth. He says $10 for your legal fees for breaking that NDA. I don't think that was an NDA. I think that was fair.
We do it for the people.
I love y'all. So look, hiding it for this long was actually really, really tough. Like somebody was on the live stream the other day and they were like, yeah, I think I'm going to buy an RF. Or they didn't even say RF. They were like, I think I'm going to go buy a Komodo. And I was like, now? And they were like, I think so. And I was like, are you sure? Like, are you sure? Maybe wait. Just think about it.
Maybe.
You should sleep on it. I was like, just sleep on it. That's the advice I give everybody. Just sleep on it. So, no, I'm really excited about this.
So, Brandon, let's talk about, if somebody is contemplating, like that example, somebody's contemplating jumping into RED right now. And obviously, Z is an option.
Yeah.
The Z mount is an option. The RF is an option. What are some advice that you would give to someone that is contemplating between the two? And let's assume they're starting with zero. Like they don't have any cinema glass. They don't have any RF glass. They're jumping into RED for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, so I think it's still mount specific. I think honestly, most people's camera purchases right now are going to be mount specific. If you have no allegiances to a mirrorless camera, then I do believe right now that the Z mount is probably the most versatile mount. I mean, obviously RED said it on their website, and obviously that's just marketing talk. But the truth is, it really is, because it can be mounted to so many different cameras. Something else that they did let me know is that, the adapter to go to E-mount that allows for autofocus, that should work. Mm-hmm. I mean, that should be on this camera as well, which means if you want to, let's say you want to use Nikon lenses or you want to use Sony lenses for autofocusing, technically they both should work. Now, again, I believe working all the way through with Nikon is going to give you the best experience, but it technically should work. So today I probably would say
if you're a Sony, if you're a Sony user, you might want to get that Z mount.
This is amazing,
especially if you got a bunch of those G Masters. Like,
but as you were saying, if you're looking today, I would say like the only reason to go with the RF mount is if you are also already planning to go into the Canon ecosystem. So if you're thinking about getting an R6 or a C70 or C80 and you want to use those RF lenses, that's the only real reason, at least right now, to me, I would say it'd be worth it to go with the RF. And if you're not sure what you're going to want to do, I think then the Z mount is probably the most versatile because it gives you the most options. You could choose to shoot Sony mirrorless later and use those lenses on this camera with the adapter, or you could just stay all Nikon. And then you could use the exact same lenses across all of them. So I think that personally, like the Z mount is probably the better option of them all. But that's sort of just my thought.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like we're shilling, although I'm
shilling hard.
Some people think that we're shilling. I have no intention. I think that this is really cool. I've got zero intention of going to the Z mount, not because the Z mount's not going to be incredible. I will entertain the thought and idea if the autofocus becomes as good as what we can experience in a mirrorless camera, which I don't know if that's possible, but I'll entertain the thought. But right now I have 12 lenses.
Yeah.
EF and RF lenses. Literally trying to think about selling, and some of them are freaking old EF lenses that do not have market value, but are still incredible. Like an 85. Like what? I'm not getting rid of my 85 1.4. I'm not getting rid of my 50 1.2. Like I'm not getting rid of my 35 1.4. You know what I mean? So it's like one of those things where I know if I were to put those up on, eBay or Facebook Marketplace or whatever, I'm going to get pennies for what the $1,500, $1,800 that I spent on them. So anyways, for me, trying to think through selling all that stuff just to switch over to Z mount probably isn't even something I do. So Don't shill, kids. Don't shill.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is like I'm excited about the possibilities for others, even though like I personally can't. Like I'm with you, Jarrell. I have a set of RF IRIX lenses. I have 24 to 70, 14 to 35, 35 millimeter, 50 millimeter, 16 millimeter prime. Oh, and the 7200. I've got 6 RF lenses. And that doesn't like include the EF lenses that I have that are, I mean, I technically could adapt, but the autofocus wouldn't go over because I've got like 100 millimeter macro EF and I've got 50 millimeter 1.2 like you have. So I've got all these Canon lenses in the RF space. I see them. And even though like I like the Z mount, I don't know, like it's really tough. Like even for me, it would be a very hard switch. Now the shilling chief is here and he's very upset. He says, instant shilling. Cam Mackey, we all know where you just got back from, so don't get started. Don't get started.
Hey guys, this is a good reminder. We put this out earlier in the stream. We're gonna put it out again. Guys, if you guys will go click our link in the description, make sure you buy 5KX Z mounts. Put in the uncensored code. We're gonna get 50% commission. We're gonna be rich off of this live stream.
I wish. Bro, if they gave me a 50% commission, I might actually start shilling.
I might start shilling.
50% commission. That'd be pretty dope. All right, so Jarrell, what would you need in the autofocus specifically for you to say, I'm selling it all and I'm going to the Z mount? Like what do you need it to do? And while you type that up, I'm going to type in the chat. I'm going to ask people which mount are they more likely to pick up?
Yeah, so if I'm going to be honest, I feel like cinema cameras don't, and this is a feeling, and you guys can kind of talk to it, but I feel like cinema cameras do not have as good of autofocus as the current mirrorless cameras right now. For me to switch, I want that FX3 autofocus. I want that R5 Mark II autofocus. I want not the C70 autofocus, which is good, which is usable, but I want that R6 Mark II autofocus for video. If it's that good, I'd be willing to consider the shift, but it's still hard. It's still hard. I got too much glass to want to really switch to this. But if I'm brand new, it makes so much sense. If I'm brand new or if I'm Sony, it makes so much sense to go Z mount.
Yeah, I think what's really cool is something that RED has been doing. Like, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I don't know how to talk about RED without sounding like I'm shilling because I just like the brand. I like the brand a lot. I'm going to sound like Jarrell sounds on Fridays about Canon because RED doesn't do a lot. So I can't get excited that often. But today, I don't care. I'm biased. I like RED. And yeah. So what I like though is, because there's no way to say this without sounding like a shill, RED feels like, maybe with the help of Nikon, that they are doing everything they can to make their cameras as accessible to as many people as possible. So like from the price drop down to like, from 10,000 for the KX down to 7,000. And then now they're like, all right, now we got 2 mounts. We got the RF mounts. They didn't like do away with that when they kept it. But then they also gave the Z mount, which just kind of unlocks everything else. So like literally, no matter what system you shoot on or what lenses you already have, there is a RED for you in a way, and they are more affordable than they ever were, 365 days ago. So I just like, for me, I think that's really cool. But that's just my opinion, I'm just one dude.
Yeah, for sure. So Man, oh man, oh man. Well, some people have been asking in the chat. I saw a really good question. I'm trying to find it.
Who was it from? Before or after Cam?
Um.
Oh, you know what? I can do this here. Just so, all right. So I'm actually gonna start a Q&A. Ask something cool. All right. So I just put.
Oh, I know what it was. Yeah, no,
so
that's
if you guys
good.
have a question, you can click. Oh my gosh, where'd it go? My whole
No,
chat.
it's up there. It's up at the top. I can see it.
Live chat. There we go.
So one of the things that I saw is people are asking about conversions. Like, hey, can I upgrade my RF to Z? And I think somebody said they see a conversion on B&H.
Yes. So there is information. This is something that they told me about on the call. But I'll be honest, I didn't pay that close attention. Well, they were throwing so much information at me. It wasn't that I wasn't.
Hold on.
What?
Dang.
What?
Bro, this red tax.
What are you talking about?
Is wild.
What are you talking about?
I just went to B&H's website.
Yeah, I'm on their website.
The
what did you look at?
The V Raptor, the Z to PL adapter. How much do you think that thing is?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It's with the electronic ND. I was about to say.
There's two. So hold on. So I've got those two. So you have, so there's two of them. There is the Z to PL adapter with no VND. Yes. That is $1,500.
Dang.
And then the ND filter adapter is $3,500.
Dang.
But hold on. So let me pull this up. So here's what Red explained to me, because these accessories do get pricey.
Tell me, Mr. Shill. Tell me.
Yeah. So here is what here's what was explained to me. So this is the Z to PL adapter, right? This is it here. It's $1,500, but you see the pins on the back? This is going to, you remember how when Red came out with the RF to PL adapter and it could like pass through data from certain lenses, like Cook lenses? This can do the same thing, but without the VND put in there. So you have a Z to PL adapter.
You have Cook lenses?
I don't have Cook lenses. So that's why I don't have this. I'm not buying this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna buy this. I'm gonna probably buy the Viltrox one. Because Viltrox makes I have the Viltrox one in there and it's great. So I'm not.
Let me get that $150 one.
Yeah, give me what Dave Chappelle says. I'll have what the poor people are having. Give me the third best option. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, that's very expensive. I'm not spending $1,500 on that because I don't even have the lenses to support it. But it does do data if you need that. So that's just not for me.
It would have been handy on set today.
Not for $1,500, it would have been.
We can write stuff in the notebook.
Yeah. I can just pull the frame back up and let me look at it. I can tell what the frame was by looking at it. I got a trained eye. I'm a professional.
Oh my
gosh. Dude, yeah. But no, it's
so back to the conversion.
Back to the conversion. Yeah, so basically, you've got this $1,500 one, and then you also have the V&D version. So this one is $3,500. This one, like, if this is the same as the Red V&D, it's actually really nice. The only problem with this one that I ran into is that obviously it's not compatible with every single lens out there. So you're gonna need to definitely make sure, because with the V&D in there, some PL lenses just protrude too far back. So just make sure your PL lens is gonna work. But then the nice thing is that you can control this V&D from the camera, but also from the app. And so like that's another big point, is that a lot of the stuff can be controlled via the app. Speaking of the app, dude, that was one of the things on the call that like blew my mind. So, as some of y'all know, the new lens from Nikon also just got announced. I'm kind of weary to talk about it because I'll be honest, I don't. It's an f4, and that really hurts my heart. Like I was like super excited because they were like, "Oh, this is gonna be great, and it's gonna be like the lens that comes out with this camera is gonna be like a perfect deal." But it's an f4, so I'm gonna really have to test that lens and see what it is. But the app is getting a huge update to obviously be able to work with all these new Nikon cameras. But the app has full control now over these lenses, these servo lenses. So like
Yeah.
in the RED Control app, which is a free app, you'll be able to like literally like change focus, and then you'll also be able to like zoom the lens in and out with the new Nikon lens. And it's I think the focal length is pretty good. What is it? 28 to 105? Is that what it is?
Sounds about
28 to
right.
135. So
Yeah, 28 to 135.
yeah, so it's a 28 to 135.
Looks like a big boy.
It's a chunker, bro. It
looks like a big boy.
It is a pretty big lens. I think it's gonna be balanced well though on like the Z8 or the Z9, because those are pretty heavy cameras. And then obviously throwing it on the Raptor or a built-out Komodo, I think will be pretty fine. But yeah,
I'd be interested to know how similar in size and weight it is to the 50 to 100 from Sigma 1.8.
oh, it's bigger.
It's
bigger
and f4.
Yep. So
biting the tongue.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
but we did skip something.
What did we skip?
Are they going to be able to convert their RF to Z mount?
I don't know of a oh my bad, I have the wrong thing up. I don't know of an adapter to do that.
No, not an adapter. Is there an upgrade path?
What do you mean?
Like, can I take my Komodo X RF, send it to RED, and then change it to a Z mount? I think somebody asked.
Yes, you can. Let me make sure I'm getting that data right. So hold on, let me see if they have it on their website. Dude, I told you, they gave me so much information, and they only gave me like 30 minutes to digest all of it. I was like, God. Let's see. Feature. No, I don't want the XL. Why am I on the XL? I'm not buying the XL. Reg, you tripping? Look, they're trying to bait me. They're trying to get me to buy They're trying to bait me into doing it. All right, so let's say shop, and then let's see if they have it on the website, the upgrade path. Did B&H have it on their website?
He says it's people are saying it's on the website.
It's on Red's website. Yeah, I think it's like $1,500.
No, they're saying it's on the B&H website too.
Yeah. Okay. Scott just put it in the chat. Okay, Scott just confirmed it. I trust Scott. He's got me down. So yeah. So basically,
don't sink us, Scott.
No, I trust Scott. And we talked about this yesterday. So yeah. So basically, the cost if you want to upgrade is oh, thanks guys. So if you want to go from the RF mount to the Z mount on the Komodo X, it's going to be $1,595, and then to go on the Raptor, it's going to be $1,695. So like $100 difference. So if you are an existing RF Komodo user, for about $1,600, you can upgrade. But the one thing is, you do have to send your camera into RED. RED does have to do it, so it's not like something that you can do yourself.
So for the low,
huh?
So for the low price of $3,000, you can have a RED Komodo XZ and Z to PL adapter.
Wait, say that again.
I said for the low price of $3,000. It's so crazy that PL adapter is almost as much as the upgrade.
Don't buy that PL adapter unless if you're running Cook lenses, buy that PL adapter. Or if you're buying lenses that support that pass-through data, buy that adapter. But bro, nobody else should be looking at that adapter. It don't make sense.
Yeah, seriously. You better be professional.
No, you're so up there. You don't even need like you don't even need to be called professional. You don't need accolades.
You spending somebody else's money, production money.
You're spending studio money. It ain't yours.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. So many choices to make, Brandon. I know that we kind of talked about this a little bit before. Yeah. But part of my thinking about the Z mount and whether or not I would care about this camera is based off of, it's not just all the lenses I have. The camera costs $7,000. But the moment that you open up the door to upgrading for 15, if autofocus, if it's going to be, and who knows, if it's going to be mirrorless level autofocus for 1,500, it kind of puts you in competition for something like the DJI LiDAR Pro or focus unit
that are doing the upgrade.
Doing the upgrade to the Z mount, if it's got mirrorless level autofocus. Now, we don't know if it does.
Yeah.
But if it does, it does make it a lot more potentially comparable.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the DJI LiDAR focus system. I mean, you know that.
Yeah.
I got it, used it, and didn't even feel like it was worth making a video about because I didn't really have anything constructive to add. The workflow just didn't work for me. So for me, as a person who has like either had to like totally go with different cameras because autofocus wasn't an option in my Reds, or I had to, just manually pull with my Reds. The idea of getting good autofocus inside the camera, to me is a win. Like, and like if I could get it to, I don't really even need like Sony level autofocus, like eye autofocus. I just need the face tracking thing to actually stay with the person and then pull focus. I'm good with that.
Sorry, bro. If we put somebody on the moon, I want eye autofocus.
We didn't
with artificial intelligence.
So you're fine. So you're good. You're good.
No, I want it all. Do not set the bar low for them.
I'm not trying to set the bar low for them, but I do think that we could get, I mean, obviously I think it'll keep getting better and better. That is another thing they told me. Is like, I mean, we saw the acquisition happen, what?
Has it even been a year yet?
No, it's been, I think it happened it was before NAB though.
Let's see when you broke the news.
March? Did I break the news?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, I wasn't under NDA. I didn't know anything. Yeah. Oh yeah, I posted that story on my Instagram. That's what I can look at. But yeah, I was not. Hold on, I'm trying to see when did the acquisition actually happen? I'm looking at my story right now. All right, we had Jared on the stream. And then, oh, here it is. The acquisition happened on March 7th. So it's almost been exactly a year. We're like a month shy of a year. So in 11 months, they've already taken this mount and thrown it onto this camera. And what's crazy is what they kept telling me is like, this is just the first step. This is the first step of many of what they're going to do. So I did see some people put questions into the questions tab. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into those real quick. One Way Hunting says, if Nikon and RED stay the course they are currently on, what will they push Sony, who feels to be falling behind, to reconsider with their mirrorless/FX line in the next 2 years? So if Red and Nikon basically stay on the current course of things,
Yeah.
how will they affect Sony in the next 2 years?
To me, if I'm being really honest, I know that because we're talking about two brands here, Nikon and Red, they do have the possibility of reaching into the sub $3,000 market way easier. But I would say, to me, Sony can really dominate in that space with an FX3 Mark II. I think that they can, with the compactness of the body.
You think a
with
FX3 Mark II can come in at sub 3,000?
Well, it'll be interesting. With everybody's price points dropping, Blackmagic, Red price point, Canon's price points being so aggressive, I'm not saying that it will, but I'm saying there's a piece of me that feels like they could come in at a much lower price point, let's say half of what the Komodo is, the Komodo X is, be awesome at 6K, be incredible at low light. People may disagree with this. Autofocus be insane. I know that people like it being a traditional cinema camera, but like, let it take good photos. And I know that it can take some photos or whatever, but like, let it take some good photos. Keep the XLR handle. I think that, to me, finding a lane and freaking driving that lane so heavy is going to be so important. I feel like they've been playing in this really expensive space, which they have every right to do. Do what you want. You got PlayStation money. But if I was Sony and I was game planning, I'd be game planning to dominate that $3,000 to $3,500 range.
Yeah. I think that's the one thing I'm really I want two things from Nikon and Red. Like, I want a hybrid camera built by Nikon, but with the inner workings of Red. And like, at first, I did not want that. At first, I was like, let Nikon be Nikon, let Red be Red. You know, obviously share your mounts or whatever, but don't go swimming in each other's pools. Stay on your own side. But I mean, the writing's on the wall. That's not going to happen. So if they are going to, come together, and it seems like they're coming together to do, Red is already getting improvements in autofocus, even on the RF mounts, then I want like a Z8 Mark II, but with like a sensor that gives me Red's color science, Red's RAW, but Nikon's photography technology, Nikon's build, because their cameras are built like tanks, and Nikon's autofocus.
Give me the perfect camera for $4,000.
Exactly. That's exactly what I want. Actually, if you could make it $3,899, it makes me feel better. You know what I mean?
Bro, give me, like, if I'm being 1,000% honest, what Red could do to take some more of my money is give me a KX cheaper. Give me a B cam. No. Give me a B cam.
Oh, that's a Komodo.
So what you're talking about is Z8. Give me a B cam. Don't make me spend another $7,000.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
like
you.
If a Z8 Mark II was a proper B cam, like, bro,
So
you might be stealing some dollars from me.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like if we could get a Z8, like, honestly, if they came out with a software update right now that made the Z8 shoot Red RAW instead of Z RAW, which I know they're working on, figuring out the Z RAW that it can work through Red's pipeline and all that stuff now. So like, if Z RAW functioned almost identical to Red RAW in all of my NLEs, and I don't care if it's 12-bit. I don't care. That's fine. I'll take 12-bit RAW. I mean, that's really it. Like, honestly, right now, like, I'm fine with the Z8 as it currently sits.
Brandon,
what?
Brandon, you're being too kind. You're being too kind.
No, I mean, yes, I can shoot for the moon. I get it. We can ask for the moon. Give me 12K, 120 frames per second, extended highlights, like
so
Z6 III.
Yeah, seriously, all for $2,100.
All
no,
for
some of the people,
$1,000.
some of the people are confused, like Ranny and DM Colorist. And they're saying, doesn't the Z6 do that already right now? And this is where I personally, I gotta say this respectfully.
Oh, my bad. I'm
Nikon.
In raw. My bad, guys. I see it.
So I say this respectfully. Nikon has some incredible Z6 Mark III, the Z8, the Z9 are all cameras that are still top, best in class. And they're older. The Z6 III isn't older or whatever. But I will say this. If you shoot RED, you know, like there is nothing like it. And what I want to do is I want something to be like it at a cheaper price point.
Yeah. I that's what I'm saying. That's why I say, like, I want Nikon and RED to give me a Z8 with RED's color science on it. Put that red sauce on it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because there's a sauce. And, like, I know a lot of people...
Put that red sensor in it. I don't want the sauce. I want the meat.
No toppings. All steak.
Yeah.
No, I definitely agree with you. All right. So let's hop in. Let's hop in. Oh, so Cam just said, I want IPP2 on the Z8. So
you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Are you glitching? Am I glitching?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. But Cam says, I just want IPP2 on the Z8. And this is where, like, I know that RED is working on this kind of stuff because they just came out with an update that lets you take your in-RAW files, run those through RED Cine X, and then get an IPP2 file out of it. So
yes,
technically, Cam, you kind of can do that. So
yeah, you can do that now. Just the RED Cine X.
Yeah,
so download it and then suffer through trying to figure it out because I haven't done it yet. So, but it's possible.
I haven't done it yet.
Watch a YouTube video.
Go watch a YouTube video after you're done watching this stream. Jarrell wants filet mignon for the price of a hamburger.
Scott, that's not true. Ain't nobody said I wanted to pay $5.99 for it. I'd be willing to spend a few thousand,
but more,
just not 7,000.
Not, a few is like 2 or 3.
I would like to spend Komodo prices for Komodo X quality.
Girl, what do you want? More. For how much? Less.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, any other questions?
Yeah, Randy just hopped in. He had a question. He says, what would be a lens focal length for a aperture? What's that? Aperture?
Or aperture.
Or aperture that would be amazing to be created in 2025. Wait,
yeah.
what?
So I think he's just saying, what's a lens, like what lens or an aperture that would be amazing to create with in 2025? I mean, gosh, I always love anything from 50 to 85. Yeah. 50 millimeters to 85 millimeters. You are going to create, especially if you're talking about a prime lens. So when you're talking about aperture, bro, get as low as you can get. That may be so immature. Do it.
You want 0.95 dream lens where nothing's
get that 9.5, that 0.95 now. A 1.8 is great. Obviously, a 1.4 is good. A 1.2 is good. Obviously, they get more expensive. But, bro, you can create some stupid images with a 1.8.
Yeah.
So 50 or 85.
Uncommon Friend says, "Do you have any autofocus tests coming out on your channel in the next days?" No, I don't, and it's very unfortunate. I believe I'm not salty. I'm not salty. No, Red has said that they would let me check it out. I think that most of the cameras that they have right now that are not like about to be shipped out are all at what's the conference that's going on right now? Something.
Yeah. Well, isn't it a little bit later? The CP
No,
Plus?
it starts tomorrow. That's why the launch happened tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, the launch happened to this is me. This is not like what Red told me. This is just what makes sense. Um the event is tomorrow and people are going to be on the floor. So they obviously wanted to have the products out on the floor. But normally
Makes
at a lot
sense.
of these events, you have to put the products out on the floor the night before so that they're ready first thing in the morning. So
Yeah.
instead of it leaking, which it ended up doing anyway, uh they just made the announcement I think tonight and then they can that way they can finish setting up on the floor.
Yeah.
That's my theory, but I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Um, somebody said, an 800 millimeter. Oh, Abe says an 800 millimeter 1.8, a 1.4. Dude, nothing will be in focus. The background will just be nothing.
This is the size of the front element.
Dude, yeah, it's like,
a 205.
yeah, it's like size. It's gonna be the size of
Dude,
a tire.
I will tell you, of everything that I want right now, of the mini list of things, a proper telephoto prime, chef's kiss. Would love it.
Watt said, "What are these Komodo X cameras going for?" So they're the same price. It's still $6,995.
Yep.
For the Z mount and the RF mount, exact same price. So yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's BSC. That's what it was. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Jonathan. BSC is what the event that's going on. Logan says, "Think there is some sneaky Lumix business going down in Norway." Well, I wouldn't know anything about it.
Yeah, because you keep trashing Lumix, dog.
I don't trash.
You need to start talking. You need to start talking friendly to Lumix, and we might go to Norway.
Bro, I am blacklisted. I don't think I can say enough nice things to get a trip. Dude,
well, we made our bed.
I FaceTime Cam and he didn't answer me because he was in Norway. I'm pretty sure they had a blacklist where they were like, if anybody's here, don't talk to Brandon. Nah, just kidding.
Well, we get what we deserve.
We get what we deserve. So yeah, so maybe we'll see. I feel like we're about to get an onslaught of new cameras. So I think it's about to be busy season. And I think because Canon went so hard in the paint last year, I think a lot of people just pushed stuff because they were like, yeah, Canon's sort of dominating the news cycle. We can be quiet for a while. What's it gonna do? But this year, I think they're all gonna be fighting for it. And just like last year, Nikon kind of is striking early. It's crazy though that like Nikon is striking in the video space without really like having to release like a brand new video camera. I mean, because I would imagine, I don't know anything for sure, but I would imagine if we're getting Cam's trying to tell us to be quiet. I'm not gonna be quiet. Don't post on your Instagram story if you don't want me to talk about it. But I would have to imagine that if we're getting this from Red right now, Red and Nikon are probably a little bit further out from another camera coming soon. So, but the nice thing is,
I'm gonna set the bar super high.
Yeah,
I'm gonna set the bar super high. If they could figure out hardware at this point, and they've been messing with software up until this point with the LUTs, and now the NRAW converting it into a Red workflow through Red City X, I think it isn't crazy on a Z9 Mark II or a Z8 Mark II for them to have Red RAW. I don't know if it's going to match. But it feels like if they can do hardware stuff, we can't get some engineers to put some software stuff in the new cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's
I
definitely
mean,
possible.
yeah. So, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to pin them down. We don't know anything about that, obviously, but
Yeah.
I think it's possible.
Austin had a good point, or he mentioned this in the chat. We kind of talked about it earlier, but he says, so stoked for this. I'm heavily invested in the E-mount and always wanted to jump to the Komodo X. Is there a Z to E speed booster? So I don't know of a speed booster because there's just not enough space for a speed booster, but there is an adapter that will allow you to get autofocus on Z mount cameras. So I don't know if a speed booster is gonna be possible at that flange distance, because normally with a speed booster you need space to literally have a curved glass element in there, and from Z to E there's not that much space, but there is enough for an adapter and enough for autofocus technology for like pins. So that is something.
Brandon,
Yeah,
well, how does Canon get away with the Canon speed booster?
because
From
it's EF.
There's just more space.
It's RF to EF.
Yeah. There's just more space. Does that?
Yeah, EF.
You saying that it's RF to EF makes there's more space?
Yeah, so RF to EF is like a lot of space. It's like PL, not quite as much space as PL, but there's a lot of space there. Mirrorless to mirrorless is not a whole lot of space, but
Gotcha.
there's just enough for an E mount or an L mount or a technically an RF mount, but no one's made it, and I think that's because they would probably get sued by Canon if they did that.
Gotcha.
Scott says, y'all be tripping if you think a Z9 II is coming soon. Rainey said Z9 II for 2026 for sure. So somebody amongst those two is wrong.
Hey.
Yeah.
Don't we gave some camera predictions last Friday. So then I want to let you guys know. I've seen a few of y'all in the chat saying this is the first time y'all are here. This is an emergency stream. We stream on Fridays at 11. This might not mean anything to you, Central Standard Time, but 11 o'clock in the morning here in Texas. But I gave last week camera predictions for Canon. I'm going to put it out here, Scott. You know more than me, but I am hearing a Z9 Mark II in 2025.
He's not hearing that from me because I don't know where his. Because you say stuff like that, and people.
Brandon
knows something. I don't know anything.
No, Brandon's like, Nikon's like, we're putting out a camera in 2025. Scott, we've been known to disagree, Scott. We've been known to disagree. You think that there's not going to be a C70 Mark II? I am standing on business and saying there's going to be a C70 Mark II. I'm sitting on it. I think that there'll be a Z9 Mark II. Personally.
All right. So Logan just said, if they make a L to Z adapter, might make me act up and join the yellow squad. I'm 90% sure there is one. Let me look it up real quick. Jarrell, entertain the people while I type this up.
Hold on.
It's just absolutely awful. I need to put music on.
Oh, what was I on? Let's go white and yellow. Black and yellow. Okay. Oh, let's see. There are the people in the chat. Oh, some people asked about what they felt like was better. The 12K or the KX. I think I saw that. Yeah. Guys, I have yet to see a better looking image out of a camera than the KX. and that's going to be super biased. It might even make people mad. I just, as a Canon person that loves Canon, but a lifelong Canon person, love to even still shoot on my Canons. I have yet to see a better image coming out of a camera. And the crazy thing is, the only thing that I feel like looks better than a KX is a Raptor X. Like, we did a shoot this week, and the Raptor X blew me. Like, Carlos does a stream, and we were talking on his stream about how it seems as if, not scientific, that the Raptor X has more than 4 stops more of dynamic range than the Komodo X with the extended highlights. And so, just me personally, the moment that you put RED raw files on your computer, you look at it, you're like, man, it's crazy. So anyways, I just, like, me personally, I'm sure the 12K is going to be an incredible camera. It looks like it's coming at an incredible price. More power to it. Buy KX.
Yeah. Super chat came in from Logan. He says, we need some music. Let me see what I can do.
He needed some music for the dancing. Is this an exclusive?
What?
What is this?
Can you hear the music? I can't hear the music.
I can hear it.
Why can't I hear the music? What am I doing wrong?
I don't know if I'm hearing.
No. You're not hearing what I think you're hearing. You shouldn't be.
Oh.
No. Oh, no. No. I'm not ready for that yet. Oh, my God.
Hey,
you scared me.
Tune in on Friday.
Jarrell?
Mm-hmm.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, that's it. There we go. Now I can hear the music. Cam asked, any know if the Megida E to Z will work on the locking Z mount though? Yeah. I was told that it works. I haven't done it, but I was told that it works. And I was told from a pretty reliable source. Probably the most reliable source I could have. So there is no Olympics in 2026. Like the competition or the...
That's their reasoning for the Z9 not coming out.
Oh, they think that we should only get a Z9 when the Olympics comes out.
Yeah, like Canon only does the R1 during the Olympics. I will say this, because somebody pointed it out, Randy pointed out, the Winter Olympics happen in 2026, and we know, like, because we've ranted about this with every camera manufacturer, the announcement versus the actual shipping seem to be in different time zones. Yeah. So I think that we can hear about a Z9 Mark II this year, a development announcement with the potential release of next year for the Winter Olympics. Or maybe they don't even need a Winter Olympics.
Well, I'll say this publicly. If anybody from Nikon or RED happen to be watching and you want to send me to the Olympics to test your cameras, I'd be more than happy to go.
Bro, shill for both of us.
We will be more than happy to go. We will shoot Uncensored at the Olympics. We'll take you guys live at the Olympics.
If y'all are paying.
Yeah, well, Terrell, you're terrible at negotiation. You just got to get them excited first. You got to get them excited about the idea. You don't let them know they have to pay for it yet. You wait, and then later, you let them know they're paying for it.
You, Nikon, Deep Smolder, we are going to allow you to allow us to go to the...
This is why I don't...
I'm trying my negotiating tactics.
This is why I don't let you handle the business stuff. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Go back to shilling for Canon. You see how well that's worked? They haven't written you a single check.
Hey,
My God.
2025 is a long year. It's a long year.
2024 was a long year. You shilled hard the whole year.
Bro. I want my check, Canon. I want my check.
The art of that's what we need. I'm gonna write a book, and I'll have Cam do the epilogue.
Oh my goodness.
Evans, you all are from Texas. You hate cold. Winter Olympics equals cold, snow cold. Yeah, I don't like.
Bro, it's freezing right now.
Yeah, it's cold outside right now. Actually,
it sucks.
Yeah, it's like freezing here in Houston. The weather is currently 48 degrees, man. Bring out the snow. Yeah. Bring out the snow machines.
Yes.
What's up, John?
What's up, John? Seriously. All right. So, let's talk a little bit about the future, where we could see this going. Obviously, speculations. Not really knowing anything because they have not officially told. But what do you think the Z mount, Nikon putting the Z mount on the Komodo X? Where do you see this partnership, this marriage going into the future?
I think two things. One, I think we're gonna get much better autofocus out of the RED system. I think this first version is gonna be nice. I would imagine 3 to 6 months later we get an update, just like we did when RF first came, and we'll just keep getting more and more updates. I also think that the new servo lens that Nikon came out with, I think that is a first of its kind, where Nikon will continue to come out with more cinema-focused lenses. This is a hope. I don't know anything for sure. But that they'll come out with more cinema-focused lenses like this that have servo and that have really good autofocus that can work with the RED system. Because, like, Canon has all their servo lenses. I think we'll see that come to Nikon, and they'll start building lenses directly for video. So that's sort of what I'm hoping for. The only concern I have, or the only thing I would like to see really be different is, although I love the servo lens for, maybe like doc style video stuff, I still want smaller lenses for everyday video shooting. And like when the 35-1.4 just came out, it's just such a big lens. And I just want some smaller, fast lenses. But I just feel like all of Nikon's fast lenses just end up being huge. So I just want them to, I would love to see them figure out a way to make it smaller.
I'm going to say this now because I think we are going to look back on the RED acquisition by Nikon. And like somebody put it in the comments, like, hey, this needs to be studied. I think we are going to be moving into a new era of cinema camera dominance. Like, I don't say that from a place of, I think Canon can't, Sony can't, Blackmagic can't, Lumix can't dominate. But I think with RED being such an incredible camera company, I think partnered with Nikon's engineers and, let's just be honest, money, that bank, I think that if, and I say this endearingly, if they don't fumble the bag, I think that we may be venturing into one of the best cinema cameras of the day being paired with one of the best mirrorless cameras of the day, and what that partnership could birth. We're not there right now.
No, we're at the starting line.
It's still early.
Yeah,
we're at the starting line. But if they can figure out an A cam, Raptor X, a B cam, Komodo X, and then a C cam, that gets you into the ecosystem and then gets you upgraded and then lets you upgrade. And let's say hypothetically, they all match really well.
Yeah.
Bro. We're gonna be in we're gonna be in a new era.
Well, and what's crazy,
we on a new level.
I think we're gonna see it continue to get better, and I think the prices are gonna continue to drop on different things. Because like, I mean, I spoke with Scott yesterday about my thoughts. We were talking about Hollywood and just like, just like the fact that indie is kind of the thing right now, like creating your own content, making YouTube content, or putting your own stuff online is so important right now. By the way, Scott's having to jump off. Good to see you, Scott. Appreciate you hanging out with us, man. You take it easy, man. We'll talk again soon. But me and Scott were just talking about last night, like just how like everything is going indie and that like creating your own projects is so important right now. And so like the fact that we're getting like we're getting cameras and technology and lighting and all these different areas that are just getting better. Like for example, technically right now, this is crazy to think. I just thought about this for the first time. It's just nuts to think about. But technically right now, you could take a Komodo X or Raptor X, put a E-mount adapter on it, and then get the Apex autofocusing Blazar cinema lenses and put that onto a RED, and you can have autofocusing anamorphic lenses on a RED.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like,
oh yeah,
you would not have even thought of that. Like I don't know, a year or 2 years ago, you would have thought that was impossible. And RED has anamorphic support. So, like, it's crazy to think that something like this is actually possible right now. And so it's almost I mean, now granted, I'm not saying any of this stuff is cheap. It's still pricey, but it has gotten cheaper. And the trend doesn't typically swing back up. Like, it just normally keeps getting cheaper and more affordable, more accessible. So now it's like, if you had a story or a film or a documentary or whatever it is that you wanted to create, dude, now is the time to jump all in.
Yeah, if any of y'all are old enough in the chat, you guys will remember when RED brains were $45,000. Just the brain.
Yeah, no accessories.
None of the accessories.
No monitor, no battery. Like, you used to have to buy the V-mount pack to put on the back of the camera.
the mini mags were thousands of dollars just to record. So yeah, it is not falling on us. We know that this is expensive. Everybody's at different parts of their journeys. Do not think that we didn't start in the Rebel days, Canon T2i. Yeah. Like, we started there. So even though that's not where we are right now, doesn't mean that we didn't start there. So
yeah, this is gonna be super. This is gonna be super interesting. I can't wait. I mean, I can't wait to obviously get my hands on it. I wanna shoot with it ASAP, because obviously I want to test the autofocusing on it, because I do think that, like, if this thing, and right now the poll in the chat is telling me that we are at 75% Z mount to 25% RF mount with over 160.
That's crazy.
But
do you think it's because they see the writing on the wall? Like, if we're being honest, I know that Nikon's saying that they're going to continue to support the RF, but if I'm being real, a question that I have is, for how long? 1 year, 2 years?
Yeah.
6 months?
I think it's more than 6 months. I think we would get a new camera, like a completely brand new camera from the ground up, before they would forego the RF mount, especially since they just did the price drop, because they know they just got a bunch of new customers. I don't think that's something RED would do. And I'll be honest, like, if RED did do that, I would come out and be like, that was pretty jacked up. Like, one of the things when I talked to them before this launch happened, they were like, yeah, so we're bringing the Nikon mount, the Z mount
Yeah.
to the Reds, and I was like, can people upgrade? And they were like, yes, we have an entire process for that. Now obviously it costs money to do, and you got to ship your camera in, but at least there's a way to do it, because I'll be honest, if I bought a RF mount like Komodo, like, what was it, 4 months ago when the price dropped, 6 months ago when the price dropped, and now there's a Z mount and there's no way for me to get it other than sell my camera and buy a new one, I would feel some kind of way. But they
Brandon,
are at least giving you that way.
can I
It's
tell you
just
something?
$1,600.
Can I tell you something, Brandon?
Yeah, what's that?
Something that you should be telling me.
Yeah.
Welcome to Red.
Why?
Red be doing stuff like this all the time, bro.
I catch the waves at the right time, though.
No, you do.
Because I know
100%
I know
do.
when to catch the waves.
100% do. But I feel like
not when they
like
broke.
one of the things that I value so much about this company is its innovation and its ability to see what the community needs. It's kind of like Tesla back in the day that has a really expensive roadster that costs $200,000 or whatever it is. It only sells a couple, whatever, 100, and then that paves the way for the next Tesla to come out, and then it paves the way for the Model 3. But
yeah,
I feel like one thing that's crazy about innovation is be prepared for Red to do something crazy. Just be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. My thought is always like, you said it in another stream, but it was like, make money today. So like, if you can operate today, go operate today. You don't need to sit around and wait. But yeah, you got to be ready, because I mean, like, let's face it, like, some people bought the KX for 10,000. Now it's 7. Some people bought a
Guess what, Brandon?
Monstro for 80.
Mm,
The Raptor is
yeah.
now 25. Like, that's
Yeah.
just how it is. But for everybody who can get in and use those systems today, they benefit. The same thing just happened with the Ursa 12K. It came
Yeah.
out at one price, and now they have the base model, or the a simplified version for, what is it, 7K? So
Yep.
so it's just like, I feel like that's just part of working in tech and just in general, is that like, innovation will take place, things will get cheaper. You just kind of have to be able to roll with those punches.
Yeah.
But that don't mean you're not. It never feels good to get punched, though.
Brandon.
Yeah.
The U's are here.
Who's here?
STM Films.
Oh, the U's is in the building.
The U's are back in the building. And Logan's here.
He says,
the U's.
Logan's been here. He says, a Z mount
Yes.
after with 50 millimeter Sony lens feels like the moon.
That's kind of what I did with your Raptor on the stream last Friday.
Oh, you put that little 16 mil. I saw that. I was like, what is he doing? Got the cheapest lens I had in the office, and threw it on the Raptor. Got it looking just straight dumb.
I didn't know what the Ryobi could do.
Hey, it wasn't a Ryobi. It was a Zhuan. It was the Cine Peeper.
If y'all have not watched last Friday's stream or caught any of the clips, definitely go check that out.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we were all over the place. But it was good. It was fun. All right. Jarrell, anything else we need to touch on? I mean, this is obviously our first initial thoughts. We'll have more to say on Friday, because we'll be going live on our normal time, Friday, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, normal episode of Uncensored.
Yeah. I would say my concluding thoughts are, hopefully we can get our hands on this camera very soon. And hopefully we can bring that information to you guys. I will say I am excited about this camera. I have reservations, not because RED or Nikon haven't lived up to expectations in the past. I've got reservations that I need to see the autofocus, like, before I make any sort of, like, because, like, to me right now, this is just a mount swap. For at this moment in time, without any more information, it's
Yeah.
just do you want a PL mount? You want an L mount? You want an EF mount? You want a Z mount? You know, and Z is a great mount, but I'm not a Sony shooter, so I don't have a bunch of G Masters, so, like, it doesn't make me super excited. So I am hoping that when we get our hands on the camera, that we can put the autofocus through its paces, and I'm interested to see what it's going to be. And so, if it's crazy, or if it not even crazy, like, not to give it padding, but if it's significantly better than what the KX does right now, it's going to cause me to make some hard decisions.
Yeah. I will say, I just was looking now, and like, I love Red. Like, I love Red. But dude, they did it again, and this is like, Red, just like, I love y'all, but launch the camera with some test footage. Like, I just want to see the autofocus work right now, and I'm realizing they don't have anything online to show it. So,
Hey, Brandon,
I'll get to work.
we
Yeah.
gotta go back. We gotta go back through the comments.
Yeah.
Because Scott said for us to look at somebody's story
Somebody
on Instagram.
Like, they had it.
So maybe text Scott and ask him. Because I don't know if he was talking about its footage from the KXZ, but definitely ask him.
Was it Phil?
No, it was a person with like an L name, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking through Red stuff, and I'm seeing even what they got tagged in, and I don't see anything. Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm pretty excited about this. I didn't even think about this, but I guess with the adapter, you could technically go Nikon Z to like the Nikon photography, like the older Nikon photography lenses. And so it's not just Nikon.
The Nikkor lenses.
The Nikkor lenses.
Yeah.
Now, one final question for you, because I just saw this on Nikon's page. They officially are branding Z Cinema. What do you think that means?
I think we're going to get the RED Nikon future faster than we imagined. If they're already branding, I think we're going to get it a lot faster. Did you see that on Instagram?
What?
That post?
Yeah, it's on Nikon's post. Nikon posted it.
I think that future is coming way faster than we imagine. Nikon Japan or Nikon US?
I think I only follow Nikon US.
Okay,
yeah,
I don't. You might be looking.
It was posted 2 hours ago. It's a
oh yeah, I see it. They got a whole lot of lenses on that post.
They sure do. They're all Nikon lenses though. They're all Nikon Z lenses. Arthro says, I wish Red would put internal NDs one day, not in the adapter. Oh, they do. It's called the Raptor XL, and it is, wait for it,
$5 million.
No, it's not $5 million, but it is $45,000. Yeah, here you go. This is it. It is $45,000. It's it has built-in NDs. But there is no Nikon mount for this one. And that is probably because of the space for the built-in NDs. But yeah, it's a BD boy.
I can tell you how you can save almost $30,000, and you can buy their 3500 electric VND
He
adapter.
says he doesn't want that. He says, yeah, but the XL is not mirrorless. Okay. I don't
Brandon,
asking for the
You
world.
can't have everything. You can't have everything. Even I know this.
Jarrell knows where the line is. Red in a
Yes.
mirrorless style body. Yeah, well, I'm hoping that'd be sick. James. James posted. Oh, did James post on Instagram? Let's go.
Maybe. Did he post on the autofocus? Spell his last name.
Luc. Hold on, I'm looking him up right now.
Oh, that's who he said to go check out.
Luc. Oh yeah, that's James. That's James who came down here and did the training for us.
Yes, he said check out James's story. Story?
He hasn't posted on his story. And his last photo. No, James doesn't have it. Oh wait, that was a pin post. Hold on. It says, okay, so how fast is the autofocus with the Red Z mount? Okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Watching it now. Can you put it on the thing? Put it on the thing.
Put it on the thing.
So they can see it.
All right, y'all ready?
I hope this is good.
Oh, no, I can't play the music. Because I don't want to get... Dude, that looked pretty quick.
Dude, that is fast.
The
question is it center focus?
Yes, that definitely was center focus. Let's see what James...
I need it in the hands, if I'm going to be 1,000% honest, because it is way faster than the RF. The autofocus test that we did today, and it looks smoother.
Yeah.
But I kind of want center focus and face tracking to be good, not just center focus.
Well, guys, this is James. Y'all should definitely go check him out. Y'all should go follow him on Instagram if you don't. He works for Red.
For sure.
He posts some really dope stuff, and he's like super smart. Super, super smart. Knows everything. Actually, you know what I just noticed? He's using I think that's 5.
He literally has it. No, bro. He has it. He has all of his settings on the post. He said, my settings were set to autofocus continuous, face detection on, last face found, revert to continue, speed +5, sensitivity +5, lenses 50 1.4, Nikon 28 2.8. Wow, that was face.
Try this out with the mega deep adapter and some G series lenses next. Yo,
dude, that's face.
Me this camera right now.
Dude,
bro, from what I just saw,
is
like, bro, let's go.
If it is, what do they say it is?
I'm selling it all. Hold on, I gotta go pack all my lenses up.
That Z mount's fire.
It might be time to go. It might be time to go.
Is anybody on this stream looking for some EF lenses?
Bro, that is crazy fast.
That is crazy fast.
Like, look at that. Look how quick, and he's got sunglasses on.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh.
The future.
And did you see how smooth it pulled to the mountains in the background?
Yeah. The future.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ken said, what's the price range y'all thinking? We got the price already. It's gonna be sorry.
No, Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon, he's talking about how much my EF and RF lenses are gonna cost. Bro, I will sell you all of my EF to RF lenses for the low price of $15K.
low.
No, I'm just playing.
Oh my gosh. No, this is crazy. This is genuinely crazy. That's wow. Sorry, y'all. I'm just keep watching this back. This is
DM Color says there is a Red Tech video on the Z mount.
Okay. Let's do it. Where is it on Red's YouTube channel?
It's
Are y'all good?
somewhere. Let us know where it's at, DM Colors.
Are y'all good to keep streaming? Like, I don't even care at this point. Let's just keep streaming. I thought we needed to end the stream, but I think we're good. So let me pull off and see if I can find it really quick, and then we can watch it together. Yeah, you said it's Red Text. That's got to be on Red's website, right? Or Red's Instagram?
Oh, no, it's on YouTube. I got you.
That's what I'm saying, but it's on Red's website. Oh, Red's
I'm sending it to you right now.
Oh, yeah.
You find it?
I see the highlight video. You have the actual video?
I just sent it to you.
You text it to me?
Yeah.
Oh, Z-Mount overview. It's 4 minutes. All right, y'all ready? Let me get this up.
Yeah.
Hold up. All right, we're going to watch this together. React to it in real time. Let me kill Spotify.
Do you still have music up?
I just killed it.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to turn this down just a hair.
I can't hear it.
Can you hear it now?
No.
Let us know if you can hear it. Can you just not hear it, Jarrell?
I
have it paused right now.
I can't hear it on this. No. I'm listening to the. I can also listen. I have the stream pulled up on my computer and I can't see it. I can't hear it either.
It's just saying no sound. So give me 1 second. Let me see what I need to do. No sound for us. Okay, hold on, chat. Let me figure out what I need to do here. Preferences.
Oh, on Ecamm?
Yeah.
Is it system audio? Is that down?
Do I need to turn system audio on?
Do you have it down as a slider? Is the slider all the way down?
Where is it? Where do I find that?
On Ecamm, you should have like the
No, it's all the way up.
Audio. Okay, it's all the way up. Gotcha.
It's not going to that, so let me figure out how to
go to preferences.
Uh-huh.
Well, you should already have it. Or do you have that particular tab muted?
No, because I can hear it. It's sending it into my Rodecaster. Logan, too.
Blow.
Hold on. Okay, wait. Can you hear me? Dang it. What the hell is going on? Can you hear me now? I could hear it for a second. Let me know if you. Yeah. It could be a Rodecaster. Output settings. Now the Rodecaster's got the out. I can hear it. I know it's coming through the Rodecaster. Your routing is screwed up or something. Thank you. No, you're not. I can hear you. You should be fine now. How? They're also on delay. Again, Drill?
Say that again?
Okay, hold on.
We're excited to talk about 2 brand new options for filmmakers. As our first project together,
Can you
we
guys hear this
integrated the
now?
Nikon.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know if you can hear
I
that.
can hear it.
You could hear it?
I can hear it. Yeah.
All right. Chat, let me know before I play the whole video if y'all could hear that little snippet. If that worked, then we're going to fly. We can't hear him. Who?
They're saying yes now.
They can hear. Okay. All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
What's up, everybody? Long time no see. I'm Clay, and we've been hard at work collaborating with our new Nikon family. Today, we're excited to talk about 2 brand new options for filmmakers. As our first project together, we've integrated the Nikon Z Mount into our V-Raptor X and Komodo X cameras. I'm super excited about the flexibility and lens options this is gonna open up. We know everyone wants to see what it looks like when Nikon and RED team up, and this is just the first step. But this new Z-mount integration is super sick. The tremendous flexibility offered for shooters in all different areas of filmmaking is pretty mind-blowing. The new Z-mount will be joining the RF mount versions in the lineup to offer even more variety for filmmakers to choose from. The cameras are already available for sale today on red.com or through a RED-approved dealer, and they're gonna ship in Q1. With these—
Oh, hold on. Okay. I gotta. There. We are in Q1.
You got beef?
No, they say that the cameras are available and that they're gonna ship in Q1. That's now, right?
Could be a blunder.
That's maybe he shot this like last holiday season.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
They would have known about this for a long time ago.
I would imagine. Okay. Because I was just like, the one thing I love about RED's cycle is they announce the camera and then the camera is available. You know what I mean? Like, you want it, you buy it. When it comes out, you have it. So that's something I want Nikon to start doing. I don't
They should
want—
have made a yellow one.
No.
An all yellow one.
Why would you do that? Put it on set and on all yellow?
No. You know how like they had the Stormtrooper?
Yeah. Hey, look, if I show up on set with all yellow red, I just want somebody in the background. I just want somebody in the background to be like, mustard!
It's what the youths want.
Give me that. I want that mustard. I want that Kendrick. I want to go shoot Kendrick with a with an all yellow red.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
What is that? It's a red, but it's yellow.
That's mustard.
But
oh my god, it's a yellow. It's a yellow red. All right, let's do it.
These new Z-mounts having an even shallower flange depth, you're gonna have all kinds of third-party adapter possibilities. But rest assured, we have a dope first-party Z to PL solution. These new Z to PL adapter packs provide a robust PL mount solution for both the new V-Raptor and Komodo X's. And they come with options. We got one with electronic ND and one without. The new Z-mount has even allowed us to increase the power to the PL mount /I.
Logan said, turn the camera off, turn the camera
both
off.
Canon and Fujinon servo lenses from the lens mount itself. No external cabling. You're welcome.
Wait, what?
These are all
What did he
available
say?
for order now and will be shipping.
What did he say?
I don't know.
ND and one without. The new Z-mount has even allowed us to increase the power to the PL mount /I pins. So we're now able to power both Canon and Fujinon servo lenses from the lens mount itself.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's why your PL to Z is $1,500. Is you can control and power servo lenses directly from it too.
Wait a minute though.
What?
Aren't PL lenses 100%? I don't know. Man, I'm probably out of my depth. I just always assumed that PL lenses were like super manual lenses?
No, there are servo. They have servo ones, but it's not auto focusing. You just control the focus through gears.
Okay.
It's like, you know how like at the churches, how they'll have like those little deals at the bottom to be able to like zoom in and change focus. So, but the lens itself has to have power. That's where the cable comes in. You normally have to power the actual lens itself. What they're saying is with their adapter, you can attach the lenses on there and then be able to power those lenses from the actual adapter piece.
No, that makes sense.
All right. And chat, let me know if we're wrong in any of this, but I think that's pretty much how it all works. Continue.
I think DM color.
Huh? Fujinon and
PL
Canon
zooms.
have powered PL zooms. All right, let's keep going.
No cabling. You're welcome. These are all available for order now and will be shipping later on in the spring. So let's dive into some of the new improvements and options.
Y'all see that? Look at the cap. The cap says RED Nikon Z Mount. New cap. New lens cap.
So let's dive into some of the new improvements and options these Z-mount cameras offer and why I'm so stoked. And for that, we're gonna need someone way smarter than me. Lauren, hit him over the head with it.
Thanks, Clay. And while I've been
Hey, what's up, Lauren?
Original 7-page.
Lauren is mad smart. Lauren's mad smart. He's the one who was trying to explain all this stuff to me. I was not picking it all up.
Script. I'm still really excited to talk about this new joint development. We spent a lot of time and effort implementing the Z-mounts on the Komodo and V-Raptor X's. This is a lot more than just swapping a mount on a camera and learning a new lens protocol. Rather, we've taken Nikon's cutting-edge optical technology and implemented it into a much more cinema-oriented workflow for our users. What's really great about this development is that as we began to implement this support, we kept finding more and more functionality that we felt could be modified to bring these lenses into a style of shooting our customers are more used to. You'll find that our control of iris is super smooth since we have access to ultra-fine increment control through the lens itself. We also have a full flexibility to assign the control ring and lens buttons to functions inside of the camera, which opens up a lot of
Oh, that's big.
functions. These lenses, of course, can be fully controlled wirelessly using RED Control Pro, opening up a whole new remote camera position with full lens control. Keep an eye out for our lens coverage tool to see which lenses will cover what formats on both camera systems.
That's pretty
In
crazy.
addition to all this lens integration, we've also leveraged
Look at it.
Nikon's long history of excellent autofocus to work together and enhance the accuracy, precision, and tunability of our existing system. Focus algorithm updates are coming not only to the Z-mount variants, but even the RF mount cameras thanks to this collaboration. There are of course some unique things to the Z-mount system, as close coordination with the lens makes for an even better autofocus experience.
The U's are reckless.
Seriously.
He said no shade. But is it a joint project if they bought you?
Dude, the youths be talking that smack.
The U's have no respect. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. Oh, the U's are wild. Okay, sorry, let's keep going.
Both the RF and Z cameras now have a sensitivity option, which allow users to control the time in which the autofocus will take to start to respond to changes in the focus box. But only Z lenses are capable of actually controlling the speed of the rack focus itself. The name of the game here is customization. There's an endless combination of lens configuration and autofocus tunability that's really going to open up a lot of new shooting styles to the amazing quality of RED sensors and R3D. Thanks, Clay. Back to you.
See what I mean? This dude knows his shit. This is an incredible development.
Nikon is gonna be like, we cussing now? We're saying dope now?
Hey, it's obvious. Everybody at Nikon, they were like, There's a weird sound effect in the middle of your video. And they're like, oh yeah, just let that slide. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what happens when you buy Red. I dig it. I'm here for it. Keep it real. Keep it 100. Keep it a buck. Let's go.
Collaboration with Nikon, and I for one am hyped to see further investment in the VRaptor and Komodo platforms. With new license-free firmware and functionality, we know you have a lot of questions, so hit the comments section or email redtech@red.com and keep an eye out for us to really get in the weeds in future Red Techs. Now get out there and create something.
Oh, I'm about to leave a question right now.
Yeah.
Is the RF going to get any of this fancy autofocus updates?
So they said that. Lauren said it right here.
Camera.
Yes, it is, but how much?
These lenses, of course, should be fully controlled.
What do you want them to do? Give you a number? What do you
Yes.
mean? How much? They're gonna do an update. You're gonna update your camera and you're gonna look at it.
If your current autofocus generously is at a 4 out of 10,
Mm-hmm.
is that generous?
The current one?
Yes, in the RF.
I don't know. You might be bumped it up to like a 5 today when you showed me on the 50 to 100.
It depends on the lens.
Yeah.
It can be really good. It can be good. It can be usable. 4 out of 10's maybe generous. Well, face tracking.
Face tracking is a 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10. Bro, I want some guarantees. I want some promises. I want out of 7 out of 10, baby. I want it.
Oh my
Tell me.
gosh. Bro, they don't have to give you anything else. You already own the camera.
I will take whatever you give me.
Yeah.
Or I'll buy the DJI Focus Pro. It's up to you.
It's not up to them. You already bought the camera. They don't have
No,
to.
I'm just
They
saying.
won.
You can win me over to the Z mount if you keep upgrading the RF.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a straight bold-faced lie. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
You're crazy. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing what I just saw and what I saw from James, I am more inclined now before I started this stream to upgrade my Raptor to the Z mount. I just know it's going to be a massive undertaking. Massive.
Not going to be quick.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be massive.
Yeah.
And expensive.
A lot of glass.
Lot of glass. Got to get a lot of
glass.
Probably need another camera body as well. Mm-hmm.
Is this part of your negotiation?
I'm negotiating with myself.
I'm just thinking. Just thinking out loud.
Just thinking here.
Man, if I were to personally move to the Z mount.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. Well, Brandon, we got to save something for Friday.
Yeah. Give me 2 days to think about it. Give me 2 days to think about
Save
it.
something for Friday.
Yeah. Man, this is tempting. Seeing that autofocus, very tempting. I just got my camera back. I guess it was a few months ago. Jonathan says, are we talking or are we buying?
It's too soon, Jonathan.
I just said, give me 2 days. I told y'all to sleep on it. Let me sleep on it.
Leave my bank account alone.
Bro, for real. You better turn your voice down when you're talking to me like that. Don't get it twisted.
Oh
man.
Gosh.
Loud and Clear says the real winner here is big Cook. He left Lumix, gang.
He did. And that's why you don't go to Norway.
That's why he did go. Andy says, I'm buying. Dude, I'm distracted. Your kid is crying about the idea that you're gonna spend his college tuition upgrading the RF now. Mr. Camera Junkie says, we written. Arturo says, I think Nikon hired Elon Musk. They work so fast. Will says, gonna need that answer by Friday's stream. Calm down. What is this?
Mr. Camera Junkie, I'm going to advise you, unless your bank account is right, don't rent.
Oh, because you gonna buy.
Don't rent. It's like, well, I had an example, but I'm not going to say it. I'm gonna censor.
We'll move. This is not uncensored. This is a bonus stream.
This is not uncensored.
This is not uncensored.
This is a bonus stream. I'm censoring.
Yeah, dude, Mr. DM Colors, you're right. We didn't even get a chance to talk about it, but yeah, they did bring back the upgrade pass. If you are a existing RED shooter, I'll be honest with you guys, it's still it's a pretty tough upgrade stream. And it only goes to the Raptor X. So you got to be wanting a Raptor X in order to go through the upgrade path. So just be aware of that.
Bro, if you guys are thinking about selling your stupid expensive older RED packages, maybe hit me up.
Jerome will buy one off you.
Before you hit RED up. Because I'll give you $1,000.
Well, Red will give him more than $1,000. Kevin Prime says, are we done with, sorry, where is it? There it is. He says, are we done with Canon?
Nah. No. Now, this is what I will say. Because I do think that there's a possibility. I need a B cam. And that B cam could be the Komodo X RF. If the Komodo X Z mount is really a incredible autofocus as it is, we could maybe slowly build lenses. Like if we're talking 16-bit, if we're talking R3D, if we're talking like everything's the same, but I need autofocus for my A cam, and for my B cam, I can't hold two cameras.
Yeah.
Then maybe the Z mount, while you slowly build, is your A cam, which is, it's real. That's a real thing. That means I keep all my RF. It means I keep all my EF, and I buy a 50 1.4, and then I buy a 35, and then I buy an 85. In the future, obviously.
The 85 is nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. The 85 is real pretty. Somebody asked, are Nikon lenses even good for video? I think they're great. They're just heavy. So like they're not, a lot of their lenses are like the 50 and the 85, they're just really big. So they're not gimbal friendly. Even the overall size of the lens, like balancing that on a gimbal, they're just not gimbal friendly. So that's one thing you're gonna need to be aware of. Or you're gonna have to go with, one of their like 2.8 lenses. So yeah, so that's a big one. We'll knock out some, dude. It's after midnight.
Yeah, it's about that time.
It's getting
But someone Pack Your Bag said, we need your reaction video of your son finding out that he's rich.
I filmed it. I do have it. I haven't chopped it up yet, but I'm gonna share it on Friday.
Yes. So you guys got to come back for the live stream on Friday.
Yeah, come back for the live stream.
At
If you
11.
don't know what we're talking about, come back to the live stream on Friday and we'll explain everything.
I don't know why I'm holding up a 2. But 2 minus 13 is 11.
And that's what time we go live. We got some surprises. We got some stuff in store for you. Oh, nah, I won't share it. Look, Jarrell's face was like, is he gonna do it? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna
Teasing.
do it. Nah. We won't do it. We won't do it. Randy said, join the gym. Dude, it's not that I'm weak, bro. It's not that I'm weak. The lenses physically can't go on the gimbal because they sit so much lower than the camera. You can't get the plate underneath it and then balance it, and then it won't balance on the gimbal accurately. Don't come at me, Randy.
Randy's just tired.
Randy been on the stream. He said, I've been on the stream for 2 hours. He said, this is his first stream. I will say, for this to be your first stream, Randy, you've been very engaging. You've been here the whole time. If you haven't yet, you definitely should hit subscribe. So,
and Randy, become a member, bro. Become a member. No, man. Bro. It's gonna be dope. All right.
We got a super chat real quick.
Yes.
From Solomon. He says, appreciate the stream. The camera nerds come out. Oh, come out at night. The camera nerds come out at night.
We sure do.
The camera I can't get that melody. The camera nerds come out at night. That's it. The nerds come out. Oh man. All right. You ready to we gotta shut it down.
Yes. I got crying babies.
Yep. All right. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us tonight. We've had a blast hanging out with y'all. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Randy, subscribe. We'll see you on Friday. If I don't see you on Friday, I'm going to call you out. But everyone else, all of our originals, all of our normal fan base, we love you guys. We'll see you guys on Friday. If it's your first time, definitely hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss our future live streams. We'll be doing more like this. When new stuff drops, we're going to just go live and start talking about it. So we will see you guys very soon. Jarrell, any last words?
Peace.
We'll see y'all next week. Or we'll see y'all Friday. I'm so used to the normal deal. My outros are memorized. We'll catch you guys on Friday. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. I can't trigger the outro, so we're just going to fade to black.